What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for this really quick video, and today I'll be talking about why you are missing full bars. This one here is a very known issue. In fact, it's been a thing even from the past 2Ks. So in this one here, I'll be explaining why it's happening. And by the way, please like the video because if you do, it tells the algorithm that it's a good one, so it will be pushed to more viewers. And it would be really awesome as well if you guys can support me on my road to 200k subs milestone. So let's get right into it. So first, just want to give you guys a quick heads up that this one here is a bit more technical than my other videos. It includes some numbers and jargons, so make sure to watch it fully so it will make full sense. Because if you miss some parts, you might lose the whole context of the video. Now for the first one, let's talk about the terms that I'll be using. Most of you probably know these already, but just to get it out of the way, here you go. First one, we got frames. It refers to a single still image in a sequence that creates a video. So basically, in this one here, those small ticks are your frames. So every still image you see, those are your frames. And the unit of measurement that refers to how many frames you can get per second is your hertz. So 60 hertz means 60 frames per second. And usually 2K runs at 60 hertz. And in relation to time, on a 60 frame per second, one frame is around 16.67 milliseconds. And by the way, 1 second is 1000 milliseconds. Now for the next part, let's use those terms on the actual game. So basically on your shot meter, since 2K usually runs at 60 frames per second, that means every one tick on your shot meter is around 16 milliseconds already. So now here's the problem. We all know that each millisecond is really important in 2K, right? 1 millisecond could be a difference on a make or a miss. So the thing is, it's hard to represent each millisecond on this small shot meter. It might sound confusing now, but I'll show you these. So in here, let's say that at this point, you already held the stick at around 500 milliseconds already. So since one frame or tick represents around 16 milliseconds, so it means that the next frame that you're about to see, which is this one, could mean a lot of timing input. It could mean 501 milliseconds, could be 502, could be 503 milliseconds, or up to 516 milliseconds. No one knows. The only thing that we see is that one frame. And we made that a full bar. So for example, imagine on this specific dunk, because of the defense and difficulty of the angle, the green window shrinked into a really small one. It shrinked to 512 to 516 milliseconds. And let's say unfortunately, you only held the stick to 510 milliseconds, which is 2 milliseconds short. So it means it will be a miss. So now going back to the shot meter that we talked about, 510 milliseconds will be like this on the shot meter, which is like a full bar. Because that's within the 501 to 516 milliseconds range, which is the next frame. Which leads to the main problem. Players thought that they timed it perfectly because it's a full bar, but the reality is they are some milliseconds off. It's just hard to show it on the screen. So the main problem is, it's hard to represent each millisecond of input on a small visual like a shot meter. And I might ask Chutes, then what do you think is the solution to this problem? I actually had a couple, but before we go right into it, just want to invite you guys to like the video if you're liking it so far, and of course subscribe to tune in for upcoming ones. So now going back, then what are the solutions? First one, I think this is the easiest one. If we miss the full bar, I think we just need to move on and accept that your visuals might say it's full, but in reality, your shot input was not right. That you missed the green window, and it's a close one. And now for the second solution, I don't really vouch for this because it might look awkward on your screen, but I think making a really big shot meter, probably at the side of your screen, can be really more accurate than a smaller shot meter. In that way, pretty much every millisecond can be represented on that meter. So you'll actually see if you're actually inside the green window, like millisecond per millisecond. To be honest, I think 2K knew about this already. I think that's even the reason why they were introducing new options to make your shot meter bigger over the past years. So that's all for this one. If you can think of some other solutions, let me know in the comment section what do you think. And again, please like the video so it can reach more players. And of course, subscribe to tune in for upcoming ones. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.